New York at the home of the Knicks. It's the NBA. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. For the Knicks, they continue their stretch of home games. We've been talking about it recently, but this 0-7 streak to start the season, very disappointing right now.
And you can tell that both teams will be a little on edge in this one, given the rivalry these teams have. It could be an emotional game.
And not just for the players, but for the fans as well. You know how energized they become when these two teams go at it.
Greg, you were drafted 12th overall. Talk about early expectations as a first-round pick.
Well, you know, everyone wants to see what you got. In reality, also, you want to see what you have against the best players in the world. So it'll take some time, though, to adapt to the speed of the game. But ultimately, it's about going out and competing.
Out of bounds. It's deflected. New York ball. And it's out of bounds to the Knicks as New York retains possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Jacks up a three. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Blocking foul called on James Harden. That's his first personal. First team foul.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. The shot's good from Fournier.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
First team foul.
And given Robinson's upside coming out of college, it was a little bit of a surprise that he fell to the second round.
And he's more of a classic big. He won't stretch the floor. You're not going to run the offense through him, but, boy, you can't teach size and athleticism, and that's what he brings to the party.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
For three, Harris. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this league.
Robinson, that's good.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Here's Durant.
Kevin Durant
takes it off the glass. Durant's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, this is what makes Kevin Durant maybe the greatest all-around scorer in the game today. Equal proficiency from every spot on the floor.
Here is Harden, following the basket by Julius Randle. Randle with the block.
How about the timing? The rejection by Julius Randle. Read that one beautifully.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Here's Aldridge. It's rebounded by New York.
No one near him on that one, and I'm not sure why he felt like he needed to fade away.
It's Barrett on the wing. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to KD. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Buries the long-range jumper.
3 points.
Harris has got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Nets.
And this is what we call a sniper from the outside. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter.
To the inside. It's stolen by Barrett. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden.
Second personal.
That'll be his second foul of the game. Knicks trail by 6. Pass to Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
The vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others. And this guy is so tough to deal with.
Here's Durant. Rebounded by Rose.
Brooklyn foul.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Third team foul.
And, Kevin, one thing you have to respect about Derrick Rose is that he's never stopped evolving. He's constantly adapting his game to best fit what his team needs.
First one falls for him.
Well, the knee issues robbed Derrick Rose of some of his athleticism, but maybe more importantly, he lost that development time. Still a big-time player, though, every time he takes the floor.
Pass to Brown. The three, Harris. Now Brown. And the rejection by Noel.
We know Noel is a superb shot blocker and maybe his best attribute.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Down low. Here's Durant. Misses from close range. Here's Randall. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Randall's got 8 points.
Well, the strength of Julius Randle is an obvious asset. This guy, despite being undersized, is able to finish on contact.
Tosh Gibson.
Julius Randle getting it done for New York. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has... some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
The Knicks shooting their third and fourth free throw attempts of the game.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
It's Brown on the wing. Knocks down the three ball. Brown's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, we think of Durant as a naturally gifted scorer. Fact is, this guy understands how to get his teammates open.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's Durant. The kick out to Aldridge. Inside. Back to Harris. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. The Knicks leading by 3. Outside Rose. Pass to Noel. Rose gets the bucket.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Nets trail by 5. To the middle. Here is Durant. Back to Brown. A three-pointer, no good. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, Burks has exceptional athleticism, and ooh, he flies to the cup.
And Durant gets it to go.
The assist.
6 points for Kevin Durant.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Fournier, that's for 2. Marcus Aldridge grabs the miss.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness. Boy, the game of basketball has exploded in Europe, and in one country in particular, France. Evan Fournier has been a fixture on the French national team, and he has got some incredible teammates.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the Brooklyn Nets are creating a fresh legacy. Kevin Durant says it's new energy. We're one of the first teams in Nets history where fans are expecting us to do good things. Basketball culture is deep in Brooklyn, and they're looking for a team to latch on to. Well, guys, it looks like they found a good one.
I agree, David. Thanks.
At the line.
For Fournier, he's joined in the international competitions by NBA Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert.
Boy, what a great 1-2 punch for the French, including those two. 9 players from France saw time in the NBA in the 2021 season. Gives you some sense of how the talent pool continues to expand. Incredible.
Back to KD.
Durant.
The shot's good. Brown making the play. Durant's got 6 in the quarter.
Now, what a sequence by Kevin Durant. If he's near the cup when a shot goes up, he's going to use that length, his feel for where it's going to come off, and he's going to make you pay.
Mitchell Robinson.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for New York.
Well, in the first half of play, they're closing out aggressively, blocking shots. Key indicator of their activity on the defensive side.
Something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
Working on consistency with that jumper. You can see Barrett has improved his shooting mechanics. Much more repeatable motion now.
You can see Barrett looks a lot more comfortable now from every spot, Greg, on the floor.
From 3, mid-range to free throw line. When he knocks down shots, defenders have to creep up to stay connected. And that's when he can put the ball on the floor and get by people.
Rose with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. Randall with the bucket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Harden. That shot misses. Now the Knicks take it the other way. They're getting their first look of the season of the Nets in this one.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Both these teams are beneficiaries of tremendous coaching. Both have high hopes for the season. I expect to see a chess match tonight.
And here's the fast break. Randall leading it all the way.
Well, Julius Randle in the open floor can be a real problem and shows you that right there.
On the way, Harris. Pass to Aldridge. Shot to stop the run. It's rebounded by Barrett.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Boy, Julius Randle is getting to his spots and starting to really cook. All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. And last year, Randall averaged double digits on the glass.
Right. He was especially effective on the defensive glass. In fact, Randall has been much more engaged defensively. His improvements on offense overshadowed that a bit, but his improvement defensively is real, guys.
The kick out to Rose. Here's Randall. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
Well, Julius Randle knows how to get to the offensive window and create shots.
Sinks the triple. Harden's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
He nailed 2 from distance in the opening period. Now gets this one. Love the connection Noel has built with his teammates. Smart at knowing when to time that alley-oop.
From deep, Harden. It's rebounded by Barrett. Here's Rose. And Rose throws it down.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And so that brings the first half to a close. Knicks lead by 15. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Outside Rose. Clock at 6. No one near Randall as he lets it go. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Harden. Pass to Aldridge.
Charge to LaMarcus
From down
Aldridge.
in the low post, it goes.
Assisted by
Aldridge has got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Nets. And so it's Rose bringing it up for New York. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. On the way, Harris. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harris has got 9. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents, and not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list, but then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing, and of course now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
New York leading by 8. Barrett, no good.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Out to Harris. Back to KD. Over Barrett. It's rebounded by New York. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. And stolen by Harris. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. Robinson with the block.
This guy's nose for the basketball, and his timing as a shot blocker is intimidating. Mitchell Robinson so quick off his feet.
To the paint. Here's Harden. And stolen by Fournier. And he commits the intentional foul.
Not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
And so New York calls timeout
To the floor for your New York.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really needs to settle his guys down right now and get them refocused.
It's T-shirt bonanza. Make some noise. Coming onto the floor for the Nets.
Inside. Fournier.
Knicks foul.
Rejected by Harris.
Fournier.
And the call will be against Fournier. That's his first foul. Nets trailed by 8. Left side, Harris. Launches a 3. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harris has got 14 points.
And all of a sudden, that 3 puts them in striking distance, guys. He's had that shot working all night.
Yeah, and if he can stay hot from out there, his three-point shot could be the tool they use to win this game.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin Durant.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin.
3 points.
Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way. But Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Evan Fournier proving a depth right in that instance of making the defense bite and put him at the free throw line.
Nets trailed by 4. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Here's Gibson. It's hauled in by Brown. And the Nets with possession. Some momentum with a 15-2 run underway. And a fortunate turn of events for Brown last year. Of course, he was traded from one of the worst teams to one of the best.
And what I respect is how scrappy, how hard-playing, how defensive-minded a guard this guy is. But he's also willing to fit perfectly around stars. He finds a way to do all the dirty work and make himself a factor.
And here are the Nets. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Durant deciding where to go with it. For the three. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points.
Boy, with his shot not falling right now, it might be time to look in a different direction. See if you can get your teammates started.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Harris. Trying to find Harden, and he's got it now. From downtown. And then Griffin with the dunk. And the Nets lead by 1.
Yeah, and no one's ever questioned the desire. Griffin using his strength and explosiveness to make good on the second chance opportunities.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. And after this game wraps up, they're off to Atlanta where they'll take on the Hawks. Here's Rose. That one doesn't drop. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it.
Knicks foul.
KD with it. And Burks picks him up defensively.
That's his first personal.
And the foul on Alec Burks. That is his first foul of the game. And a fast break now for the Knicks. Randall's running. And it's Noel missing. Brooklyn trailing. It's tipped. Pass to Harden. From deep. No good on the shot. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And there's a strength to R.J. Barrett that belies that thin frame. He's got toughness and the willingness to absorb contact.
That shot by Griffin, no good.
Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Down low. And the basket by Rose. And now a 5-point Knicks lead.
Wow, look at the way the big man, Noel, set up his guys, puts the pass in the perfect position, easy shot.
Randall right side. Pass to Fournier. The rebound by the Nets.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
To the middle. Outside for Griffin. Back to Brown. The Nets working the ball around now. KD's shot is off. The Knicks leading by 3. Here's Randall. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on James Harden.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Knicks.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
They've gotten out on the break over and over tonight as well. A lot of baskets coming in transition.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
And while his ability to score gets so much attention, Harden demonstrating why he's also regarded as an elite level passer.
Barrett wide open, he fires. Misses off the right iron. Harris right side to the inside. Lead pass was put in just the right spot. And now just a 4-point Knicks lead.
James Harden.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden.
Second team.
That's his 5th foul.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Kemba Walker.
And it's James Harden with the rebound. Nets trailed by 4. Takes a 3. Harris misses.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
Durant. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
From
KD's got 8 points in the quarter.
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Over in the corner, Brown. In the corner, it's Harris. To the paint. To tie it up. And KD with the lay-in. KD's got the game tied up here for the Nets. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Nets?
Their defense has been outstanding, closing out on shots and blocking a few as well.
Yeah, and I think something they've also worked hard at tonight is crashing the boards. The second chance points have been coming in bunches.
The Knicks making a switch here. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Odom.
Hey, Kevin, well, let's summarize what Tom Thibodeau went over with his guys during the break. This is still a close game, and he told his guys, we're not far away. We can still get this one. If we seize the moment, we can walk away with the win. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's KD to take the lead. Count it, and the foul. That one on Rose.
And this is what makes KD special, the willingness to absorb the responsibility of the big-time shot.
That free throw good from Durant.
You must embrace the pressure and knock down critical free throws. Nicely done.
Outside Fournier. And go outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Kevin Durant.
13.
Well, with his strength, Julius Randle can absorb contact easier than a lot of players. This guy is not going to be intimidated.
And the Nets with possession. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Up top, Griffin. Inside. Durant.
Kevin Durant.
It's good.
So much riding on that shot. What a bucket.
I'll tell you, that changes things, doesn't it? Good job, young fella. What a game.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harris's shot is off. Now the Knicks with it. Fournier in the corner. Pass to Barrett. It counts. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
R.J. Barrett at a critical juncture, no hesitation. Wow.
The drive by KD. Good.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players to me deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. Guys, what do you think?
Well, you need the three here. A quick one. I mean, very quick. Has to be catch and shoot. One fluid motion. A very difficult shot, but it is definitely not impossible.
From the NBA. Wow. Coming onto the floor for the Nets.
Fournier, that's for 2. Missed. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For